People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Now people, the first part of this video is called Good News, Good News, Good News. And we see that the wheels of justice are turning as it pertains to the lady, 36-year-old Tamara Geddes, that was slapped away in Chile, and we are speaking about Falmouth. So based on the information from the P0L, it is said that they have at least 6 persons in custody for the slap away of this lady. We are speaking about for slap away and also conspiracy. And they arrested or they charged 2 other persons. We are speaking about yesterday in the last 24 hours. We are speaking about 24-year-old Ryan Shelley, 23-year-old Rexton Knott, and also we know that they had arrested 39-year-old Nadine Geddes, which is a sister, 21-year-old Shanice Raddock, that is the niece, and also Owen Irving, and also an ex-juvenile. So people, we are speaking about 6 persons for a conspiracy, and out of those 6 persons, we are speaking about 4 are family members. People, that is not a very good average, point blank and period. Now people, just for clarity, I am speaking about an incident that occurred in a place called Chile, Falmouth to be specific, in which a 36-year-old lady, we are speaking about Tamara Geddes, she was at home with her daughter when she was pounced upon by a gunman that basically demanded cash, demanded sex, and basically cornered her up a couple of times. However, a couple of weeks after, some family members were implicated and charged. We are speaking about the sister and also the niece. Now, based on the information from the P0L, the 2 additional persons that were charged, they are both from Norwood. We are speaking about St. James. I am speaking about Montego Bay. And we are speaking about the 23-year-old Rexton Knox and also the 24-year-old Ryan Shelley. Now people, when we think about a case like this, it is very disturbing because based on information from the P0L, based on court document, it is said that at least 2 persons were basically paid for this hit. We are speaking about in one case there was $150,000 or $100,000 that was paid to a hitman, and then a next hitman turned up and said that he was paid $250. So people, we are speaking about in excess of $400,000 so far that were paid to hitmen in this case. And people, like we say, we have 6 suspects. We are speaking about 6 persons involved so far in the conspiracy to take away this lady. So people, that is very bad, point blank and period. So people, the moral of the story is that you cannot trust anybody. You cannot trust family members. You cannot trust friends as it pertains to Jamaica, because it seems like persons are always motivated by evil. Persons are motivated by hate. Persons are motivated by bad mind, and persons are mostly motivated by cash. So people, you have to be on your P's and Q. Know who to trust, know which part is where and who is who. Point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Now the next thing that is popping in the news is that we see that the Specialized Operation Unit of the JCF people, they are back at it once again. They are back at it one more again. So people, like I said, based on the information from the P0L, it is said that the P0L spot some men in an AD motor vehicle and they started chase, and the men were speeding in the community. We are speaking about Painland. However, after they tried to pursue them, they basically crashed in a place called Walton Park at the intersection of Gretna Green Avenue. So people, after that happened, it is said that based on the report of the P0L, it is said that the men alighted from the vehicle and challenged the P0L to a shootout. So people, the moral of the story is that you already know the outcome whenever the P0L and any sort of gunmen engage in any sort of battle. It is always going to end up one way. We are speaking about advantage going to the P0L based on recent history and based on history in the past. We are talking about way back. So people, based on the information, it is said that this man was found clutching after the SMOKE clear and he was taken to the place of recovery. However people, you already know the prediction. You already know that he would not make it based on the fact that he challenged the P0L. There is no way that he was going to live. He did not have any chance. He did not stand a chance, point blank and period. So people, based on this incident, we have to ask the question, because we also saw that the next incident went down in a place called Majestic Garden. We are talking about Kingston, St. Andrew. And there was also some claims that there is some sort of gang rivalry, gang feud that is occurring. So people, we have to ask the question, is Majestic Garden and also Painland in some sort of feud? People, let me know what you think in the comment section. Now people, when I think about the specialized operation branch of the JCF, the newly revamped, people, it kind of reminds me of acid or eradication squad, because we've seen that of lately, we're speaking about in the last 2 months or so, they've been making a lot of arrests, they've been solving a lot of crimes, and people, they've been getting rid of a whole lot of menace to society. We are speaking about the wanted or the unwanted in a society. So people, we see that they've been working. Now one thing we also learn about these gunmen and the popo, whenever there is any sort of shootout, people, it always ends up in the favor of the popo. So therefore we can only come to two conclusions. Conclusion number one is that these gunmen, these new millennials, they cannot shoot, they need practice, and also they cannot drive. Because we see that whenever they come under pressure, them foot kind of get heavy, and whenever them put pedal to the metal, people, it always ends up in some sort of accident, and they always get slapped away, point blank and period. And the next thing that we've learned, based on the information or based on what we've seen occurring in a society, we see that the choices of vehicle of these criminals, we are speaking about Tita, we are talking about Probox, and we're also speaking about AD Wagon. And people, I don't know if it's a coincidence or what, however, whenever there's any sort of action, whenever there's any sort of crime, it always seems to involve one of these type of vehicles, and people like me say maybe they are popular with the criminal, or maybe it is just a coincidence. People, let me know what you think in the comment section. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, people, we are speaking about the specialized operation branch of the JCF. They are back at it once again, one more again, and we are speaking about an incident that occurred in a place called Majestic Garden. And people, when we talk about Majestic Garden, I am speaking about close to 3 miles, close to Marcus Garvey Drive. Now, based on the information from the Popo, it is said that the specialized branch of the Popo, they were doing an operation in the area because of an increase in gang feud, and they accosted 2 men, and when they searched the men, one of the man had we are speaking about an automatic weapon, and people, in that automatic weapon, it had 1 round of ammunition. So people, it is said that after the Popo made the arrest, the residents in Majestic Garden, they started to stone the Popo because they are claiming that the men were arrested unjustly. People, let me know what you think in the comment section. So people, the moral of the story is this: as it pertains to these garrison, we're always hearing these persons screaming bloody murder, and they're always asking for justice. However, whenever the Popo arrests any person that is linked to any sort of crime or any sort of gang, they are always revolting. So people, what do you think? And we have to also ask the question, were they revolting because this was their security? Because people, like I said, there's been a whole lot of gang rivalry, a whole lot of gang feud in the era. So therefore, I guess the people must have felt like if the Popo basically take away one of their security, it is going to leave their life in danger. People, let me ask you a question. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And we have to also ask the question, as it pertains to these gangsters, whenever they are held by the Popo, it seems as if they always have a limited amount of rounds of ammunition in them gun. So people, are these some set of gangsters that are poor? Are these some broke gangsters? So people, have to ask the question. It really seems as if crime does not pay. So anyways, people, like I said, that is my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up. Now people, the next thing that is popping in the news is an update as it pertains to a person whose name is Mark Wignall, and he is a political analyst and also a columnist for the Gleaner. We're talking about the Jamaica Gleaner. Now, based on the information, it is said that he was conned up yesterday in a place called Common. Now, people, when you talk about Common, we are speaking about common sense on Redis Road. And when you talk about common sense, you are talking about a volatile community. On Redis Road, we are talking about common sense, now have no sense, them now no head. So therefore, we are speaking about a place that is very serious. Now, based on the information coming from the Popo, it is said that he was standing outside at Common on his phone when some men drove up in a liquor vehicle and basically start let out some pipe. And after the SMOKE cleared, he was wounded. He got some wound. However, it was not life-threatening. And there were also 2 other persons that basically get caught up. And based on the information, it is said that Mr. Wignall drove himself and the other 2 persons to the nearest place of recovery. And based on information coming from the media, it is said that after they spoke to him, he said that he is doing just fine. And he should be released yesterday or maybe today. So people, that is very good news. Now people, when we speak about place like Common, we are speaking about off Reddy's Road. We are speaking about a garrison. We are speaking about one of those places that basically have a lot of gangs. We are talking about 100 Lane. We are talking about Common. And you know that Common and Reddy's Road and all of them are always in some sort of conflict as it pertains to Akiwak and also Marvally. So people, I am speaking about a place that is just like a volcano. We are speaking about it lays dormant for a little while and then after it erupts, and I am speaking about very, very bad. And people, that might have been the case yesterday. I don't know because like I said, that is preliminary report. Nobody knows the exact reason why he was conned up. Now the other point that I want to make is also that based on the fact that this man is supposed to be a political analyst and people, you understand how it goes as it pertains to politics. We do not have the sharpest tools in the shed that are basically following these political parties. We are talking about JLP and PNP. So therefore somebody can say something and it is going to be easily misunderstood. And people like them say, as it pertains to truth, it sounds like hate to those who hate truth. So therefore, if the man says something about a particular party, PNP or JLP, people might get in their feelings and want to retaliate. So people, the moral of the story is this. Nobody really knows the motive. Nobody knows if he was a target or he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. And people like them say it was a drive-by. So people, maybe he had his security. Maybe these persons we are speaking about, the assailants, maybe they were scared for their own life and basically want to send some sort of warning because they know that if they pull up on the spot, it was a possibility that they too could have lost their life because people are always arms up on the spot. So therefore people, me no know. However, let me know what you think in the comment section. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like me say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.